Hey everybody, George Chamberlain here, watching your dollars on this Wednesday morning, the 8th of June. Disappointing day yesterday. We were doing pretty well. The Dow was up about 90 points early on in the session. Actually, for most of the session, I would say about 90% of the day yesterday, the Dow was doing real well. But then Fed Head Ben Bernanke, in a speech, talked about the fact that the economy is not recovering as fast as they had been hoped. Blame it on the job market, blame it on the housing market, whatever the case may be. And that just kind of sucked all the wind out of the stock market, and we finished again with a loss of 19 points. We're down to 12,070 on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And we have now been down 5 sessions in a row. We have yet to have a positive trading day during the month of June. So May was miserable. June's not looking good. So the old expression of buy in October, sell in May certainly looks to have been pretty darn accurate. This morning the markets are pretty quiet, pretty mixed. The Dow's up a little bit. The Nasdaq is down a little bit. We were doing well. Oil prices had dropped down to about $98 a barrel at the start today. And this in anticipation that the OPEC boys were going to raise production levels, get oil out of the ground faster, put more supplies into the system, and the intent would be to bring prices down a little bit. Well, then a couple of the 12 countries that make up OPEC, Saudi Arabia and Iran, got into a pretty big oil match on this thing. I was going to say something else, but they got into an oil match, and they all just walked away from the table. And immediately that made oil prices jump. We're back above $100 a barrel. I was really thinking we might see a pretty good drop in here that would really bring some more relief at the pump, but it doesn't look like it will. Speaking of prices at the pump, the president, the CEO of General Motors, out with a novel idea yesterday. He says he thinks it would be a real good idea to raise the federal tax on gasoline by $1. We pay 18.5 cents, 18.4 cents right now in federal taxes on gasoline. He'd like to raise it by $1, and he said that would encourage more people to buy smaller cars or electric vehicles and stuff like that. Somebody ought to slap this guy upside the head, because, I mean, that's just absolutely ridiculous. Most of us don't want to drive little tin cans and put our lives at risk every time we get into them. So we'll see what happens with this one, but what a stupid idea that is. It just makes no sense at all. So that's the head guy at GM coming up with that brain freeze. Watching your dollars, I'm George Chamberlain. Have a good one.